Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I would like to share with you guys something that is really interesting topic, which is life cycle assessment of shoes products. There are 4 contents that I would like to highlight in this video, which are: the first part is introduction, second part is life cycle assessment, next part is impact to the environment, and the last part is conclusion. Let me start with introduction. Do you believe it or not, the accessories that currently cover our feet have been around 40,000 years history. A long time ago, women's and men's shoes were very similar, but in the modern era, the design of shoes for women and men are different according to their comforts and stylish. The material to make a pair of shoes also changes according to time. Traditionally, shoes have been made from leather, wood, or canvas, but in the 2000s, they are increasingly made from rubber, plastic, and other petrochemical derived materials. Let me share with you guys some of interesting facts of shoes. Do you know that? Actually, people might think that the first woman that wore high heel is woman, but it's wrong fact. High heel were first worn by men and were first worn in the 10th century when many horseback riding men wore heels in their boots and shoes. Next, there is another interesting fact about footwear. Did you know a long time ago, the measurement of shoe size started with a grain of barley? During the reign of King Edward II, a royal order was issued in 1324, which pointed out that a grain of barley is an official measurement standard in footwear production. His order indicated that the length of 3 grains was equal to 1 inch. This is how the grain measurement system started to spread throughout the world. It is still an official measurement unit in United Kingdom and Ireland. As you probably guessed already, women typically own more pairs of shoes than men do. Women own an average of 21 pairs of shoes, while men has only 12 pairs of shoes, but on average only 3 pairs of them are worn constantly. Besides, China was the world's leading producer of footwear in 2019 and the largest manufacturer in the world, has dominated by Nike company. Then we move to the second part of the video, which I will focus more on life cycle assessment of a shoes product. First and foremost, the plan and design process is an essential part of the life cycle assessment, which involves the choice of materials, product designs, and which supplier to use for the production. This is because shoes are often complex products with many materials and parts involved in the production. Next, after plan and design, the second phase is materials production, from raw materials extraction and processing materials to final finished materials productions. Thus, the raw material will be transported to the shoes manufacturing. In the manufacturing phase, the production of shoes involves many different steps. In the process, shoes parts are often produced separately to assemble together in a later production stage. The manufacturing involves processing such as cutting, sewing, and lasting. The shoes will be packed and prepared for transport to retailer. When the shoes have arrived from the suppliers, they might be sold in the stores or online shopping and to be sold to the consumer. When the shoes have been worn by a consumer for a long time, in some cases, shoes are also repaired and donate to others depending on the quality and materials of the shoes. Next is recycle phase. This is to help prevent this environmental impact so the shoes production do not end up in the landfill. There are many programs that have been set up to help reduce the impact of the disposal of shoes on the environment, and one of the major ones that is actually created by one of the largest shoes company, which is Nike, is called Reuse a Shoes. In this program, Nike takes all used shoes and recycle the old materials and grinds them to be used as sport grounding for tennis court, track, and etc. However, most of shoes production are still end up in the landfill after they use, and some of it go to incinerator. Have you ever think the impact of shoes production to the environment? In this part, I will talk more on the impact of shoes production to the environment. One of the largest environmental impact of shoes production comes from the manufacturing stages of the shoes life cycle. In the stage of manufacturing, large amount of machinery and chemicals are required to produce shoes. To power these machines, a great amount of fossil fuel are needed, and these fossil fuel produce greenhouse gases when burned. Coal is one of the sources of energy that used very often to power this factory, as it quite cheap compared to oil or other sources of energy. Burning coal produces carbon dioxide, which eventually end up in our atmosphere, contributing to the greenhouse effect, which is not a positive effect for the environment. On average, the production of one shoe produces 13 pounds of carbon dioxide. Another aspect that is regularly overlooked and also contributes to the carbon dioxide emissions from shoes is the transportation. This is because transportation is fundamental to the marketing aspect of the shoes industry, as most footwear manufacturing companies choose to build factories in the third world countries for cheap labor. Since these factories are situated far away, transportation such as ships, airlines, and trucks are needed in order to deliver the goods to the retailer. The last step in the shoes life cycle, which is disposal, also contributes greatly to the environmental impacts of the shoes industry. According to Recycle Advocates 2018, Americans threw away over 300 million pairs of shoes each year and end up in landfill, where they can take 30 to 40 years to decompose. These shoes end up in the landfill. Ultimately, the disposal of shoes has a largest impact on the environment, much like the manufacturing, as harmful chemicals start to leak into the contaminates the soil and the water. Oh, we have reached the final part of the video, so I will conclude the overall content of the video. Hence, there is importance of life cycle assessment. Life cycle analysis, which is also known as life cycle assessment, is a primary tool used to support decision making for sustainable development. LCA is a tool to evaluate the potential environmental impact of a product, material, process, or activity. Next, LCA is a comprehensive method for assessing all direct and indirect environmental impact across the full life cycle of a product system, from material acquisition to manufacturing to use and to final deposition, such as disposal or reuse. And last but not least, the cradle to grave is a concept that has been used to accounting the concept of LCA. There are some references that you guys can be referred to know more on life cycle assessment of shoes product. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.